guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the final video of the series, where in each video we have taken a set of 5 to 6 alphabets. The idea here was to break these alphabets down into the most basic strokes if possible, and then manipulate each stroke within a reasonable limit to create a variety of styles of each alphabet. If you have watched the previous video, then you might have noticed that some alphabets cannot be broken down into the basic strokes that we know. Even then, it is possible to break them down into strokes, only these wouldn't be the traditional strokes that we have come to learn about. And that's okay, because a single set of rules does not have to apply to everything. This exercise is really beneficial when you're starting out, because it helps you identify your comfort zone at the very beginning of your lettering journey. And it also helps you define, refine and perfect the style you think is unique to you. If this is the first video you're watching, I will link the other videos of the series here on the screen, and you can find them by clicking on the information icon on the top right. I will also link them in the description box below. I talk about the basic strokes and importance of practice in all of my videos. But if you want a more detailed video about strokes, subscribe to my channel and be the first one to get notified when that video comes out. I am Neha from Artpreneur. I share tips and tricks about easy to create art. As you would have already figured out, my current series focuses on modern calligraphy. And today we are going to play around with alphabets V through Z, or Z, however you choose to pronounce it. The first alphabet we're going to look at is the lowercase alphabet V. Now, when you break it down into strokes, you can either look at it as an entry stroke followed by an undertone with a pointed base, followed by an exit stroke, or instead of looking at it as an undertone, you can look at it as two separate strokes, that is a slanted downstroke and an upstroke, essentially like a forward slash and a backward slash being put together. Not very many variations are possible for alphabet V, but the ones that are can be created by changing the curve of either the upstroke or the downstroke, or both. The next alphabet we have is the lowercase alphabet W. As the name suggests, it is basically an entry stroke followed by two undertones and an exit stroke. The next alphabet we have is the lowercase alphabet X, which, like the lowercase alphabet V, is made up of one slanted downstroke and one upstroke. It looks like a forward slash and a backward slash intersecting at the center. Another variation of X can be created by taking a C and a mirror image of C and then putting them together. So basically we have two variations of X, one which is made up of a simple straight upstroke and downstroke, and the other which is made up of a C curve. All the variations that we see hereafter are variations of the former. The next alphabet we have is the lowercase alphabet Y, which is made up of an entry stroke, an underturn and a descending loop. The first set of variations can be created by changing either the shape or the size of the descending loop. The next set of variations can be created by changing the size of the underturn. The next set of variations can be created by changing the distance between the underturn and the descending loop. Or we could change the shape of the underturn. Or we could just eliminate the loop entirely and instead just use a downstroke with a curly end. And the possibilities are endless. The last alphabet we have is the lowercase alphabet Z, which is made up of a backward C stroke and a descending loop which does not start with a straight downstroke but instead starts with a curve. Variations in lowercase z can be created by either changing the size of the backward C stroke or changing the shape or size of the loop. Or what we can do is, instead of using a backward C, we can use a 7-shaped stroke and create further variations with that stroke. Another variation can be created by eliminating the loop. And finally, we can also use the zigzag stroke to represent the lowercase alphabet Z and manipulate the stroke to create further variations.